So hello and namaste to all of you. This is Javin Shalu Singh from Department of Physiotherapy and Diagnosis from Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. So in previous sections, I've discussed with you all about BMR, your SDA, your calorific value, your RDA. So today I'll be talking with you the importance of various biomolecules in diet. So first of all, let's discuss about the importance of carbohydrates in your diet. So the dietary carbohydrates, they provide a major fraction of body's energy needs. Now, ideally, carbohydrates may provide for about 60 to 65% of total calories. So in addition to calories, the carbohydrates, they also provide dietary fibers. So dietary carbohydrates, so available carbohydrates, so these are metabolized by the body to give energy, such as your starch and sugar. So I've already, during chemistry of carbohydrates, I've told you about the various sources of various carbohydrates, such as your sucrose, monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. So there comes sucrose, lactose, maltose, fructose, glucose, starch, and your glycogens and your dextrins, right? So as I've told you that sucrose, also known as cane sugar, so average daily intake for your sucrose is from 50 to 100 grams. So and sweetness is measured, so it's given 100. So for lactose, milk, which is called as milk sugar, so average daily intake is your 10 to 15 grams, and sweetness is your 30. And same as we go for maltose, which is called as malt sugar, very few amount of traces of it we take. And then comes your fructose, which is called your present in your fruits and honey. So we take of average about 2.5 grams of your fructose. So and sweetness is 170, measured as 170. Now next is your glucose, which is the most basic uh, carbohydrate. So it is taken for around 2 to 5 grams. So and sweetness is measured as 50. And then for starch, which we take in maximum amount, so present in your cereals, pulses, and your tubers. So we take starch for about 200 to 300 grams. And then your glycogen, which is present in your meat, so traces of that. So and dextrins again, which we take along with starch, we take traces of that. So dietary carbohydrates, these are the unavailable carbohydrates which are there, they cannot be assimilated, and they constitute only the dietary fibers. So major uh, dietary polysaccharides are there. So the most common carbohydrates in common foods is your cane sugar is 100% present. uh, in cane sugar, 100% carbohydrates is present. In your cassava or your tapioca, 85% of carbohydrate is there. In your rice, 80% of carbohydrate is there. In your honey, 80% of carbohydrate is there. In your wheat, 70 to 80% of carbohydrate is there. In your cakes, 55 to 65% of carbohydrates is there. In your bread, 50 to 60% of carbohydrate is there. Whereas in your potatoes, 25% of carbohydrate is there. Okay. So now what are these fibers basically? They can be cellulose, hemicellulose, lignins, or pectins. Okay. So now come on to that. The major the major dietary polysaccharide is your starch. So it is digested by amylase to maltose and then hydrolyzed to glucose. Now this glucose is the major source of fuel for most organs and tissues, and the excess of this is converted to fat, and stored. So on cooking, starch is made more soluble and accessible to digestive enzymes. So cereals, pulses, your tubers, these are the major source of starch in diet. Now, germination of legumes, they lead to partial breaking down of starch, which are present in them. Now, the another thing, another disaccharide we have already read is your sucrose. So sucrose is basically or known as cane sugar, and it is used as your sweetening agent. So in young children, high intake of sucrose and sucrose rich food items, it predisposes to the development of dental caries. And sucrose is actually easily fermented by the bacteria, so it will be present in your dental plaques, and it would damage the enamel and will lead to your dental caries and will cause your teeth decays. So in adults, the consumption of large quantities of refined sugar is not available. So since they tend to produce a sudden rise in blood glucose levels, so this will also lead to excessive caloric intake. Now, sucrose consumption, it also results in increased level of plasma lipids. So while prescribing diets for diabetic patients and for the weight reduction, sucrose should be strictly avoided, and jaggery, it should be basically used as a alternative source of sucrose in beneficial and it is beneficial since it is a good source of iron. Now, what are dietary fibers basically? So these are the unavailable or indigestible carbohydrates in the diet. So these are called as dietary fibers. So today I discussed with you all about the important carbohydrates, about your sucrose and your starch, which are present in your diet, and amount of energy that is produced by them. So in later sections, I'll be carrying on with your dietary fibers. So until then, if you have any doubts regarding your BMR, SDA, or any other further topic, you can contact me. And until then, take care and goodbye.